This is Latricia Love. Join me and my guests as we discuss a wide range of topics on the L Zone podcast on Facebook and YouTube. Come on now.
The first question that I want to get to is, before you got married, what was your concept of it? So we just gonna start with that part right there. So Kevin, what was your concept of marriage before you actually got married?
Before I got married, I had a pretty serious concept about marriage. My parents have been married before my dad passed away a couple years ago, about 30 plus years. So I always had a positive viewpoint on what marriage looks like. So I went in looking at it as something that I always had a good view on.
What did it look like though? What was that? What, like, marriage is what?
My parents were happy. They looked happy. They didn't show a lot of fights or get into it in front of us as kids. I mean, that happened. They kept it behind closed doors. They didn't show it to me. So my view was seeing marriage is being a loving, happy building of a family type of thing. In my viewpoint, seeing it from the outside looking in, because that's what I saw from my parents. My parents kept the bad stuff. They kept to themselves, or they didn't show us as kids or as growing up. I didn't see a lot of arguments with my parents. I didn't see a lot of them getting into it. They kept that away from us, my viewpoint. So I always had a positive view on marriage just looking at them, because those were completely my role models that I wanted to see.
Okay. Marlon, so what was your concept or view of marriage before you actually got married?
Actually, I think it's very similar to what he said, because I think you look at society, and society always put kind of marriage as that end goal, that if you're in a relationship, that's what you want to do. You want to get married. That's the ultimate goal. So it was definitely something positive. Like, I wanted something like that in life. It was that happily ever after, if you will. It's something that I looked at as, again, that's when I get settled in life or I get to this position, I want to get married. That was the goal, I think, of almost everybody. All my friends, that's how it was put out there. That was my perception of it.
Okay, Rennell, your turn, bro. Drop it on us. What was your concept?
My concept was the same as Marlon and Kevin. And like Kevin, my parents have been married for 42 years now.
Like Lil.
Yeah.
You know, and I see what they've done. We've always had a very close-knit family. And I've always seen men that were present, right? That my father, my uncles, whether my uncles were married or not, but they were always present from a child's perspective in our lives. So my perception was about presence, right? And again, like Kevin said, you know, my parents, they shielded us from seeing their disagreements. They're arguing. Now, my older brother may have seen some things more so, or heard some things more so than myself. And when he brings those things up, I can remember some rumblings, but at the same time, it was never in the presence of myself and my brothers where we saw it. So only thing we know is love. That is all we know. And you know, my mom, what I saw her is the management of the home. I mean, the management of the home, right? She always, you know, putting the 45-inch records on, playing the music, singing and cleaning. My dad, he worked, and worked as well. But my dad, domestically, my dad would go to work and he'd be so tired, you know, working in the working over at GK or Boeing, especially working at Grade. If he come home,
y'all had money then, okay? Y'all had money. Okay.
hey, I'm gonna tell you what, they definitely made it look like we did.
All right, right.
And that's actually going to go on to the next question. I don't want to jump ahead of it, but they made it look like they had that, and we were doing things, and that was things that I found out later. My bad. They didn't have what I thought they had, because I know I don't.
Right.
So getting into that now, because I've had somewhat of a similar type of situation like all of you all had, and it was, you know, grandmother, because I was raised by my grandparents, so it was the same thing with she was always at the house, the cooking, you know, she did work from time to time, but she was primarily the house manager. She ran every damn thing. My grandfather was at
I like that.
the repair shop doing his thing and, you know, coming home and whatever. So, but anyway, what I'm saying is like, I feel the same thing that y'all feel. Now, getting to the next part though, now that you are married, starting off with Kevin. No matter of fact, we're going to run it back from Rennell. We're going to go backwards. Rennell, hold on. Start off with you, bro. Once you got married, what's some of the notable differences or things that stick out in your mind? Like, okay, dang, I didn't know this, or I didn't see it like that.
I think my mindset and my approach was different when I entered it. Is when I entered it without expectations of change. Because she was who she was when I met her, and I was who I was when she met me. Now, I didn't expect her to change, although she expected things of myself to change, but not necessarily evolve. Right, to where my mindset was the dynamic of evolve and adjusting, but not changing. So that was some things that we had to get adjusted to, and also we had to learn each other. I got married 4 days after I graduated boot camp. I was 21 years old.
I hear that, bro.
Yeah, so I got married, and I had surgery after I got married the day I graduated boot camp. 4 days later, I had surgery, and while I was still in boot camp, so my wife and my parents went home. Matter of fact, I even surprised her with the wedding. She had no idea she was getting married.
Okay.
Like real talk.
That's different. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So, hey, she had no idea. So what my going into it, and even still to this day, is about love. My job is to protect, provide, and set a proper example for how I desire for my house to be ran. And understand that I can't compare my house to how my house was growing up because we were raised differently. And I think those were some of the things that as our kids and as we manage our households, that we come from different backgrounds, so at least the different dynamics of our families. And that was the adjusting in our ways of understanding and appreciating each other. And for me, I had to learn to communicate, and in my communication was really actively listening. So that key things that I did not know, I wasn't aware of, was how important communication really is.
Gotcha. Okay, Marlon, you up?
All right. Well, I think there's things you have to put in perspective, right? So when our parents grew up, and the way I viewed their relationships, it was at a different time. Like they didn't have access to some of the things that we have access to now. So some of their values, some of the things that we did as family. Now I have more accessibility, like the internet, things like that. So I say that my view of what marriage is today is so different than what I saw back then. Again, my mother was the one that did all like the laundry, the cooking, and things like that. And so and grandparents same way. My grandmother did a lot of the cooking. And again, men took out trash. So those roles in those relationships were a little bit different. And that's what I view marriage was, as role. Everyone has their role. But again, once I got married, I understood it's a compromise. It's a lot different because, for one, like my man said, Rennell said, the communication. Being able to communicate is important. My view of marriage now also, there's a lot of compromising that you're having to do. There'll be things that you don't want to do, but again, for the greater good of the family, that you'll make those sacrifices to make sure it gets done. So again, my view of marriage once I was married was tremendously changed in the fact that it's a lot more work than that has to go into it. Because again, when you don't feel good, it's not always about you, it's about the greater good of the family. And those are some adjustments that I end up learning and had to really react to.
Okay. All right. Kevin?
I have to agree. I found out that marriage is a whole lot more work than I realized. And I agree with both Rennell and Marlon with the generational change, with the way our parents grew up and where we growing up. It's so totally different. The women are totally different thinking wise in this concept. Because I went in thinking like, I'll be the man of the house, do my work, money, and she just do everything else, and it just rolled that way, and it does not work that way.
what you make it like that? Why don't it work that way?
She's supposed to do everything we say. She's supposed to do what we say.
Right. You think I'm making them. I'm doing the job. I'm doing this. You come do that. They don't. These women don't think like that.
How they think? What you mean by that? How do they think?
Rights.
Well, okay.
They got rights.
I'm using my wife as example. My wife was a single mom for 7 years before we got married. So she was used to doing everything on her own.
Yeah.
Everything she did, it was house something to get done in the house. She knew how to get it done. It was this. So me having to come in and showing her that I'm here to help you was hard for her to get that concept that I'm actually here to help her. So I had to work. I felt I had to work extra hard to get her to understand that we're in this together. You don't have to be the single mom anymore. It's together. We're doing it. So that was very challenging the first couple years of our marriage, trying to get her just to understand this is us, not just you. You don't have to worry. Don't feel like you want to do this by yourself. I got your back. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to you have my back, and I'm here to have your back. So I found it to be a lot more work than I realized it may possibly be. But like Marlon, there's a lot of compromise that goes in it. A lot of making choices that you wouldn't normally probably make for the greater good of your family. Exactly. And I didn't realize that going in, but I realize it now, and it's a good thing. But it really does humble you as a man.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, Kev, something you said. For me, it's not hard.
Okay.
And it's because, and I think it's just my mindset of how I approach things, period. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, and of course it's going to be difficult times, right? I mean, I'm not saying that it's absolutely easy. But I think for me, not saying that it's hard have prevented it from being too hard.
Okay. Okay. I get that.
But just like, you know, my dad didn't do a whole lot around the house. Still don't. My mom still complains about that from time to time. But one of the things that I do is I make sure that I help. I don't do the dishes all the time. I don't cook all the time. I don't do the laundry all the time. But there are times that I do it. And the children see me do it.
Right.
That my son knows that, number one, you have to also be able to take care of yourself from a domestication perspective. But also, this is a partnership, right? And I want to make sure that my children can see that, but also that my wife can feel that. And when she feels supported and take some of the load off her, also I replenish my man hours. Hell, that's 3 additional Xbox hours I get.
That's funny, for real.
Yes, sir.
It was accurate. Okay, so now I want to know then, how did you all go about vetting or figuring out, is this the woman I actually need to marry? Like, what was your process to say, okay, yeah, she looked a certain way, I don't feel it, but did you have any steps to figuring out if this was the right woman? I want to start with you, Marlon.
Yeah, you know what, I think that life kind of tells you that, meaning that for me, the process is understanding how vulnerable I'm willing to be with this person. Meaning, because again, as life happens, if somebody dies in my family, so I'm hurt, so I'm looking at how she responds to that, how she comes and consoles me as an individual. If I lose my job, how does she respond to that? When we make a lot of money and things are really good, how does she respond to that? So I look at situations in life, and it's all attached. So this happens, and how she responds. Is she there for us? Is it about her? And through those different things in life, you determine that, you know what, this is the person that I could be in the trenches with, that has my back, in and out. Also, again, if there's something that I'm feeling insecure about.
Okay, we just went into a frozen state.
It's all right to bring me back. I'm at my lowest point.
Okay, there you go. All right. Marlon, you there?
In my life of going through, how much can you help me and make this baby? So I look at situations like that, and through those different occurrences, I determine, you know what, this is the woman for me. And that's how I determined it.
So life circumstance gave you the clarity on
absolutely,
that.
Absolutely.
How is she responding to the stuff you're going through while y'all dating?
Absolutely, because life happens, right? To everybody, life happens. And those are things you can't plan. And how she reacts is genuinely how she feels about you. When you lose your job and she leaves, then she was there for that specifically. If you can't take care of her, then she was there for self. So I look at those situations and determine, based on, again, as life happens, how much are you here for us, or how much are you just here for you? And I made the decision based on that.
That's what's up. Kevin, you want to drop that on us, man? What's the criteria, bro? What you do? What you do?
Mine was, when I go on dates, I like to ask a lot of questions.
Okay.
I was because I'm big on, if I can't get the information if I don't ask the question. Mm-hmm. So I used to ask a lot of questions, and
like what?
like situation questions.
There you
So
go.
basically, yeah, situation question. So if we were going through, like Marlon said, if I lost my job and we were in this situation, how would you react? You know what I'm saying? If we were in a hardship, you know, we had a lot of money, all of a sudden we lost a lot of money. What's life gonna look like for us? So I can get an understanding of what her mindset is and what her thinking is. And then, like I said, literally with my wife, you know, with her being on her own for as long as she was, that made it a lot easier to figure out if she was the one. You know what I'm saying? Because it made it, that helped me understand that she's not going to be, she's been through all the other crap. So she's ready for something real. You know what I'm saying? So it was a matter of me just coming correct. And then also a lot of prayer. And make sure that that God is leading me in the right direction, that this is the right woman. Because she can say all the right things and still be wrong person for me. So I had to make sure that I stay prayed up with that. I even talked to my pastor about it before I even went down that road.
You went to your pastor about it. That's what's up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I wanted to make sure I was in line with what I believed that was being right, but I wanted to just have a second opinion on it. So a lot of prayer went into it. But that big thing is asking questions. Situational questions are big for me. I want to know what her mindset and what thinking is. Is she serious about marriage, or is she just trying to kind of hang out? That makes a difference for me.
Yep.
You know what? A woman's ability to converse, to have certain conversations and to be able to go up and down certain frequencies, and what we can discuss, to hear her ideals and her opinions, and to also know that her ideas and opinions are her own and not an influence of someone else's. That's how I know I'm also dealing with an individual and not someone that is easily influenced by family, friends, or other dynamics of their environment, to where that we're focusing on us, we can focus on us without interruptions, right? But also, for when I met my wife, I knew right away. It was weird. I mean, we were still young, like I said, 19, 20 years old. But I met her walking into a daycare looking for a job. And she was in the back of the daycare. And she actually stalked me through the kids. She actually slipped my number, gave it to me. And we were leaving the daycare one day. So she was walking home, and there was this, these big houses behind where the daycare is. So I'm also thinking, like, she got money, right? Well, I was driving. My mom had a new Jeep Cherokee, so she thought I had money.
See, Boeing. I told that Boeing money, man.
Hey, man. Look, I thought they was balling. Well, trying to find out, she lived in these apartments on Parker Road. I lived in a apartment around the corner. We both didn't have any money, so so we tricked each other. It was the reality that I just had that feeling, and I knew, and I trusted it. One of the things I try not to do is second guess myself when I've confidently arrived at a decision point, and whether that's emotionally or dealing with anything else. But she proved me to be right, and I saw how much better she made me. I mean, she was there when I literally had nothing, and I moved according to nothingness. Get that for me. My bad. Got somebody come to the door.
That's all right.
But yeah, and that's what proved to me that she was the one, because I mean, like I said, she was there when I went through a depression. She was there when I was trying to go play basketball overseas, and she would be in the gym with me.
Back.
Hey,
so she was with you shooting in the gym?
Man, look, she's tracking my shot chart. That level of commitment, when I'm talking, I wasn't even working. The apartment we were staying in was the agent that I was working with. So I wasn't even paying bills. I wasn't working. All I did was lift and play ball all day, every day. And she was there. And if you want to pursue this, I got you. She said, if you want to just write books and you do that, I got you. So her investment in me made it easy for me to invest in her. And here we are almost 18 years later, making it still work.
That's what's up, man. That's hot. Now let me ask y'all this real quick. Outside of your pastor, Kevin, Did you all talk with any family members or like your boy or whatever about this particular person you was gonna get with? Let's start off with you, Rennell, since we just finished.
So yeah, I mean, when I met her at the kindergarten, I told my boy, I said, "Yo, this is the one." I told
you didn't ask him, you told him.
I told him. I didn't ask. I didn't ask at all. And even when we decided to get married, I didn't ask at that point. I called her mom from boot camp, like, hey, I want to go ahead and make it. We had talked about it. We had to make sure we set some things up because we already had a family coming. So we was like, no, this is let's move. And like I said, she didn't even know. Like she drove up to boot camp with my parents and my brothers and my sister-in-law. She had no idea what was getting married. We went and shopped for a ring. She thought it was just a ring for a later date. We went to the courthouse. She thought we were just signing paper because she didn't know anything about the military. But we marriage certificate and got married that day. As a matter of fact, the pastor called me Chanel. So I honestly don't even know who she married.
That was a sign right there.
Yeah, no, like I said, I didn't seek validation from anyone, man. This
That's
is
what's up.
my spirit. So,
Marlon?
No, for me, yeah, of course, I've talked to a lot of different people, and the reason being for me personally is I'm very like family oriented, and I have a lot of friends. So every time we're gonna hang out together, we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, whenever we do, we're gonna be together. So gonna be a lot of us around. So I always just give people insight. Of course, I have my own opinion of it, but just wanted to get some insight what people thought and from what their perspective was and what they knew. But ultimately, it was going to be my decision. But I think it's normal to just to check with people that you value, that are close friends, and say, hey, what do you think about this?
I got you. You tell your brother? You ask your brother?
Oh, who? No, come on, that's my guy.
And he got a twin brother, y'all. It's like a second him, so that's why I'm saying that.
Right, I can't be like Rennell. I can't strong on you like a married like Rennell did, but
yeah, man.
I got it.
We took it back. Look, I traded 3 cows and a goat.
Rennell tricked him. What's that over there? He put a ring on it.
All right.
Look at that.
What about you? You talk to anybody else?
Originally when I met my wife and we started dating, I didn't introduce her to nobody. I kept her a secret probably for 8 months. And nobody really knew we was even. Well, they knew I was dating, but they didn't know.
Why did you keep her a secret?
Because I've had so many issues before with women, introducing them to friends, introducing them to parents, and their opinions start clashing in or what their thought process was. So I didn't want that to hinder this relationship in the beginning. Now, when I did, but I knew eventually I would have to, and I did eventually reach out to my friends and my parents because I had to get, somewhat of an opinion of what they thought. I couldn't just marry her and then they not know. I didn't want to go through that. But I did want to know how she react with my family and my friends. And I think my sister, we're close. We're only like 2.5 years apart. And she was probably my biggest person that I wanted to talk to because she has she's always had a really good sense of women that are around me and what their intentions are with me. So she was probably the one that I talked to the most and got her opinion of what she thought. And when she approved of it, I kind of knew at that point I was like, okay, I'm probably doing pretty good with this one.
Cool. All right, now, and I ain't trying to hold y'all for too long, but I'm gonna go to Marlon with this one. What is one of the most difficult things you had to deal with in marriage?
I would say, let me see, most difficult. I don't think that was on the list that I had. No, the most difficult thing. You know what? I think it's for me. It was more of the kind of compromising. Because again, with me being a twin, again, I'm very competitive. I played sports in college and things like that, so I'm used to kind of doing things my way or being a leader. So I was always the captain of the basketball team, or anything I did, I've always led that. So it was kind of, I have an idea. Let's go through with this idea. But understanding that again, that this is bigger than me. My decisions are bigger than me. Because I think even some of my friends, especially my single friends, they're the ones that leaning towards, or they say, hey, man, if she ain't with that dude, man, you don't need to be with her. Like if she can't follow you, you're supposed to be the head. So you get these different cliches that tell you it's supposed to go your way. But I understand in life, again, just from a communication standpoint, that again, everybody has feelings. So some of the things that I see, she may not feel the same way about it. And just being able to take a step back and look at that from that standpoint, okay, based on what she's going through, how would she feel about this? Or if I was in her shoes, how would I feel about this? And some of that comes in back to the role playing. Like if I want dinner to be done at a certain time, I feel like it's your role to cook dinner, and you didn't do it. Like, dang, what's going on? So it's things like that that I had to take a step back, put myself in other people's shoes to be a more to compromise more, not just, hey, you're the head, things should go the way you say. I think that was the biggest thing again for me of merging with somebody to make sure that I consider their thoughts and feelings for the greater good, not just my thinking that this is right.
Rennell, what's one of the difficult things you have to deal with?
I think it were expectations. And the lack of communicating what those expectations were of each other. I think because I saw certain things in my house with my parents, I expected my house to be a certain way as well, but I did not communicate that. She had expectations as well that she did not communicate. So it created dynamics of disappointment, which, could lead to, I'm losing my words now. But it ended up leading to insecurities, right? Mm-hmm. And it leading to disagreements, again, the disappointments of certain actions, behaviors, or lack thereof because certain things weren't communicated. And it could be small as cutting the grass, taking the trash out, leaving something somewhere, get your shoes over here. And so it was those things that really were some of the greatest challenges that could be the dynamic of a mustard seed, but if watered with the wrong ingredients and it still grows, it can still grow out of control, just like anything positive. And those lead to explosion. So I think the communication of expectation was probably one of our biggest challenges.
Okay. And Kevin, one of your greatest difficulties?
Difficulties, I got two of them. Probably balance of time and communication. I say balance of time because we very, very busy. We have 3 kids at the house, stay busy. Balance of time where we're spending time with kids, doing what we have to do, and then getting time for each other. That has been probably the most difficult thing that we're still trying to work out and figure out what's a good balance of time for all, especially with commitments that we both have and things like that. That's been difficult, and then that really hurts in our communication because if we don't sit down and communicate and talk about what we both have going on, communicate our feelings about when we feel like we're being neglected or not having that time spent, it really just boils over to just more of a frustration within the house, and there's tension in the house, and you can really feel it walking past each other, talking to each other. And I think that's still something we're still working on now, just trying to work out the true balance, and then communicating that balance to each other so we're aware of when we need to cut back, and then we like, okay, we need to cut everything out and just spend time with each other, or this time we spend a lot of time with kids, but maybe the kids need to go to bed early and it just be us, Then you also want a little time for yourself, like Rennell, want that Xbox time, want to be able to hang out just some hand time, you know what I'm saying? But where you getting that, and you're still been able to get with that thing, which be that time with your wife. So that balance is still something we're still working on, trying to solve within our household and within our marriage. And I just think it's just work.
I asked 2 questions and we're up out of here, all right?
All right.
What are some of the techniques you all have implemented to communicate better with your spouse? Let's start off with you, Marlon.
The biggest thing is not to react immediately. So when something happens, I try my best to not react immediately. Because usually that initial response, that animalistic instinct is probably not the right way to go. And I think it's because you usually know your spouse so well that even if she says something, you hear something else because I know how you are. So even if you try to say something nice, I know what you meant by that. So I try to pull back from that and look at it from, again, her perspective. Like, what does she really mean by that? Because, again, sometimes decoding messages based on what I got going on in my life, and things can be stressful. I got deadlines and things I'm working on. So when she says something, I may not hear it the way she intends me to hear it. So I try to take a moment to really understand, okay, where is she coming from with that? And then being able to use that and even ask a question. So did you mean this by this? Because I don't know if it's just my wife, my significant other, she'll ask the same question 3 times, but mean one different answers. So I'm like, you ask the same question. What are you really trying to ask? So sometimes I got to help with that. Like, okay, do you mean this? So again, just trying to, from a communication standpoint, not be so quick to react, and then also ask questions to make sure that I understand what she's intending to ask or what she wants from me. That's my technique.
Kevin?
One of the things we learned in marriage counseling was active listening. And I'm with Marlon. I'm quick to, when something go down, I'm right on it, trying to solve it, fix it, because I don't want any chaos in my house.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get it solved, get it squashed, let's move on to something else. And I've had to learn how to stop, be patient with her, because my wife's not as quick at analyzing things as I am. She's more of a take a little bit of time and come back to me and let's talk about it. So I've had to learn that she's not going to process it as fast as I'm going to process it. So when I communicate with her, I have to, like, if it happens, okay, I know I need to give her a little bit of time to process it, and then we can able to talk about it. But I have to learn active listening. I had to stop, and if she's saying something, I have to just sit there and listen and not be in my head already what's I'm about to say back at her, what am I about to say, no, you're wrong. I have to stop that and just really listen to what she's saying.
Right.
Other times I'm developing my answer already in my head. And I'm not really listening to her, and I really had to learn that I have to listen to her. Especially if I want her to listen to me, I have to do the exact same thing to her. I got to give her that time to process, and then when she's ready to talk, really listen to what she has to say. Because it's really, when we do that, is really when that communication comes together and we're able to solve things in a good way.
I got it. All right, Rennell?
Active listening definitely is key. But ironically, my wife is quicker to react than I am.
Got them hands, huh?
Now that is not an issue.
That's funny.
Now that there, she know I trained with Master Bruce Lee. She don't want them problems. But no, man. One of the things that we do, we don't go to sleep angry. You know, that way we can maintain that peace.
Hold on, how you stop that? How you not go to sleep angry?
Talk. Gotta talk. And in talking, we know each other. We know what pushes each other. We know what things we say or how we say it that's gonna trigger the other. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's something we know that we're doing it. So now we have to take ownership over our actions and our behaviors. So something that when we communicated about expectations, reaction behaviors to certain conversations, certain things, it became that much more important in what we're doing. Also, we started doing love letters. Not writing them out, but a love letter, for example, we'll say at the end of the day, how was your day today? All right. What is something that made you happy? What is something that made you upset today? Did I do anything that make you upset today? And we have to be willing to actively listen and receive that, and really comprehend and understand what they're saying that we either did or we didn't do. And then we are also allowed to, okay, well, let me explain that. Now, if it's a BS explanation, then we got to check ourselves at the same time, and that's where ownership really comes in. So again, that's where that development of communication and that openness is very important. And then for me, what I had to stop doing is, because I focus on the psychology of things, the mind, the brain, how it works, the why and the why now. And I've realized after she told me that I would analyze her. So she would be telling me something and I would ask her these certain questions deeper, because she also doesn't always talk in a straight line. So she sort of curves communication. So I cleaned that out through that process, and I had to realize how to quit doing that, because it made her feel like I was examining her, not just talking with her. And that's another thing, is to communicate with each other, not talk to or at each other. So that has made a huge difference in our ability to communicate and just enjoy the breath of every moment.
That's what's up.
Breath
All
of
right.
every moment.
The final question, Kevin, starting with you.
All right.
If you had some advice to give to, say, like 10,000 brothers sitting in a room listening to you right now on marriage, what is like maybe the top 1 to 3 things you would say? It could be 1 or 3, whatever, but what is some that you would, man, if I could share this with them, I would say this.
One thing, this is what I tell every couple, every time somebody asks me about marriage, what I think about it, I tell them marriage is work. I tell them marriage is work. When marriage counseling, my pastor told us they've been married for 18 years, been dating for 28 years, and every day is a brand new day of working on their marriage. And I've took that to heart since I've been married, that it's work. And if you build a strong foundation, that work is a lot easier than if you have a soft foundation.
Yes, sir.
So I will tell them it's work. Don't go in and thinking like it's going to be all rosy or like it is on television, like it is in these movies. Don't pay attention to that. It's work. You have to get up and work at it every day. You have to work to stay together and to work to stay and not break up. You have to work at it. It's hard work, but you have to be willing to put in the work if you're willing to be together. That's what I would tell them.
Let's see. I say you as men, manage your household. One thing I told my wife, we've got friends, you've got family that have issues or whatever case may be, but we can't allow their issues to become ours. So we have to monitor and manage the energy that infiltrates our household. And I don't care if it's family or not. If someone is calling you and they're not simply asking they're not just asking how you're doing it, but they're always calling to complain about their situation, and they're never breathing life into you, but they're only sucking life out of you, then to change that, because now your energy becomes less, and we need your energy here to maintain that balance. And the other thing that I would say, my father told me this. He had asked his uncle, who had been married for 50 plus years. My dad said, "Uncle, how have you been able to be married so long?" He said, "Son, sometimes you got to learn when to bite your tongue." And for men, that can be difficult if we feel that for whatever reason we may be getting challenged. But we identify that, we have to see, is it really even worth it?
Yeah.
My wife can do whatever she wants. I come home, the door was red one day, and somebody asked, "Well, what is Rennell gonna say?" Rennell really doesn't care, because it's not impacting the dynamics of our household and the mission that we set out. So I learned to choose my battles. And there are certain things that may happen or she may say, but if it's not, as I sort of foresee the potential results of that conversation, does it add value to what I'm doing or does it not? And if it is not value added, same way we would do with any business decision, if it is not a value added decision or conversation for me to engage in, then those are times where I bite my tongue. And it's not about being lesser of a man. It's about being a more conscious-minded man about how we move and how we facilitate the energy of our homes.
Dude, that's dope. I messed with you on that one. I messed with all y'all, for real. But Marlon, can you go ahead and wrap this up for us, man? What would you say?
So what I would say from a big picture perspective is just be open to change, open to different changes in life. And the reason I say that, because a lot of people, when they're getting ready to get married, you hear about people say, am I ready? Am I ready for marriage? Am I ready for marriage? But they really don't know what to expect. And in life, things happen. Like, again, as you get older, the things that you used to do when if you got married at a young age,
that man went on pause.
5 would not hang out with me yet.
You still there? You kind of going in and out.
Open to that type of change. Your wife will be the same way. Things that appealed to her back then, don't appeal to her. So, yes, sir.
I need you to run that back because you went on pause, bro.
Oh, man.
Put a Nelly on us, man. We're Luda.
So what part did you pause on? What part?
Which part was, you said, be open to change.
Yeah,
right?
So that's where you sort of cut out.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll say it again. So basically, again, be open for change. Because, again, as life happens to you, things change. As you grow older together, things that appeal to you back then won't necessarily appeal to you now. I look at me at age 25, I wouldn't hang out with me at age 41 because we're two different people. We're two different people at this point. So be open to things are not going to stay the way they were. Also, I talked about people saying, am I ready for marriage? Am I ready to get married? Though I don't know if I'm ready. The biggest thing for me is also understanding the fact that what you have to be ready for is to share her life and your life, meaning that all the issues and things that she's dealing with, you're going to have to deal with that at this point. And also things that you're going through, you're going to have to be putting it on her shoulders. So the things that come with that, be willing to open and be willing to share those type of things, because that's all he's doing. You're sharing your lives together. So again, the issues and baggage that you're bringing to the relationship, she's going to have to deal with, and vice versa. So nothing's going to be perfect. So again, as you go down this path together, I think the natural growth of a marriage of two people is like this. That's the natural goal, because you're on your own path and you're doing your own thing. The work is to keep these things together, and that's again where the work comes in, the change come in, and being open for those type of life-changing moments.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, that means I should have a good marriage now after I done talked to y'all. Y'all done gave me all the keys and stuff.
The boy screwed up. One of the two.
Right.
Hey, unless your parents work for Boeing, I don't know, man.
Well, look, man, I'd like to thank y'all for coming on. She picked the right crowd. She did. She really picked a good group of brothers to come on and break some stuff down. And once again, I thank you. I'm sure she thanks you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The dog over here.
Hey, man, we appreciate you having me.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
But I appreciate it. If y'all available again for another one now, y'all gonna be, you can get it.
I am, yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
What's up?
brother, I'm available anytime, man. Anytime.
Sure.
All right, well, cool. Thank you very much, man. Till next time, peace.
Yes,
have a great evening and the rest of your life if I don't see you again. But I shall, probably like the next couple of days.
All right.
But anyway, talk to y'all later. All right,
All right, peace.
All right,
family.
bro.
peace.
Yeah. Peace.